Hello guys, welcome to this Brawl Stars video. In this video we're going to be talking about the best map for Nita, and that is Backyard Bowl in Brawl Ball. Now Nita is actually one of my favorite characters in the game. Basically when I first started playing the game back in July, she was one of my first characters that I actually played a lot. Basically I had her at 250 trophies, while all my other characters were like below 50, and that's how much I just played her a lot, because I felt that the bear was a big utility that you could use to trap people a lot. But right now I kind of feel like she's a little bit underpowered because it takes around 7 hits to get her bear, while before it only took like 5 or 6, and her bear usually doesn't get that many hits, only like 1 or 2, so even if you do get a bear, it'll take another 6 hits in order to get another bear. And in games like Smash and Grab, basically I feel like people will just back up and easily kill the bear, and you'll usually only get like 1 bear each game, which is not very helpful. But in this map in Brawl Ball, I feel like you can use the bear to easily push the other side, because usually they have to back up to actually kill the bear, which you and your teammates can use to push to their base and try and score a goal. And I'm gonna get how I use the bear and the most efficient way to use your bear, because usually I see people using Nita where they just throw the bear right at the enemy, which is one of the biggest wastes of a bear. And usually if you do that, your bear is gonna get 0 hits, no hits, because it takes about 2 seconds for the bear to actually land, and it takes 1 second for it to actually even do anything, because when it lands on the ground it takes like a second to actually spawn in, basically to actually start moving, and during that time it won't do anything, which is an easy way for your enemy to just kill it very easily. So what you want to do is basically throw your bear backwards. That's what I always do, because if you throw the bear backwards, usually your enemy won't see that the bear is all the way back, or they'll have to deal with you first before actually reaching the bear. So they'll actually waste their ammo trying to hit you, so when the bear goes near them, they won't have any ammo to actually kill the bear. So then you can use the bear to effectively push. Now the reason why I really like this map for Nita is because it's almost wide open with a few walls to hide behind. Nita is like a really good character where you hide behind walls and try and flank people from the side, because her range is medium, so you usually just want to get people that are either in the middle from the side or trying to go to the side from the middle. And because of that, I wouldn't actually play Nita on the other 2 Brawl Ball maps, because those maps are filled with walls, and basically they're filled with barleys and dynamites that can shoot over you and easily kill you. So you don't want to go on those maps. And because of all the walls, they can easily protect Mortis when he's reaching to the side. Now talking about Mortis, you know that he's very highly used in Brawl Ball, because he can basically just go to the side and basically just flank you if you're not careful. So if you see an enemy Mortis on your team, basically you almost always want to try and keep at least 2 ammo stocked up. That's because if the Mortis tries, while staying a little bit close to the middle side of the map, that's because if the Mortis tries to flank you, like go to the sides and score a goal, Nita has the decent range to actually go and hit the Mortis for around 160 to 200 damage. And usually you want to throw your bear in the back. Basically the bear's a great counter for Mortis, and if you always keep throwing your bears in the back, it'll always deter the Mortis from going back, because it'll do some good damage towards it while you're also hitting it with your ammo. Now I'm going to talk about how I usually play Nita in this map. Basically you want to keep your distance. You don't want to get too close. You always want to try and hit people with the edge of your range, like the very far reaches of your range. Because if you go close, the Primo is just going to annihilate you, and all the other short range characters are going to kill you very easily. So most of the time you want to just hit from long range. But what I really like doing in this map usually is just hitting the Primos and Bulls with the edge of my range, since they're lots of people use them on this map. Basically, they think your damage is very small, so they usually just let you hit them a lot of times, charging up your bear very easily. Now, with that said, Nita is basically a defensive character in this game. Usually, you'll want to play with teammates because Nita in solo queue isn't that great, because if you get randoms who are playing other characters who aren't that good at offense, Nita isn't the best at offense. Nita is basically the best at stopping Mortis from easily breaking away from the goal because of your medium range, and even at the long reaches of your range you still do 200 damage. But if you do see that the enemy, 2 of the 3 enemies are dead, and basically just 1 low damage output enemy is left, you can easily just walk in and go with Nita because she has around 800 to 1000 health. So who do you want your teammates to be in Brawl Ball when you're playing as Nita? Basically in Brawl Ball you always want to have one tank, either an El Primo or a Bull. Now I prefer an El Primo because he can basically choose where he wants to land with his jump. So basically you can pass the ball up and the El Primo can jump and get the ball. And then the second teammate, I would choose somebody like Colt, who does a lot of damage at long range in this open map. So he can easily take out tanks who don't have the range to get him. And you'll see a lot of tanks in this map, so it's very good to have a tank killer. Now another thing, when you have a 1-0 lead in this game mode, basically you want to play defense as much as possible, because if you go and try and do a reckless push and then they kill all of you, now they have a big chance to score a goal, especially if they have a Mortis who can just push your goal very fast and very easily. So be very careful when you decide to push when you have a 1-0 lead, because you don't want to let them have an easy counter push. Now one more tip I'm gonna give you guys is that you almost always never want to throw the ball towards your base. Like, it's always bad to pass the ball near your base because your teammates are gonna have to come back and try and get the ball. The only exception to this, I would say, is, let's say you're in a 1v3 situation. Basically you need to wait for your teammates to spawn, so kick the ball towards the corner of your base so you have a lot of time for your teammates to spawn, and then they can't reach the ball easily and score a goal. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to be uploading videos very consistently on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday schedule. So if you enjoy the content, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you next time. Peace.